So recently, Bandai has released the newest real grade, which is the Akatsuki Gundam. And if you haven't seen many reviews about it, it blows. It uses some early frame parts from the Strike Gundam, so it has early real grade syndrome. If you don't know what early real grade syndrome is, it's pretty much Bandai for the early real grades used a sort of system where you built the Gundams around a inner frame that was already pre-molded, and that caused the Gundams to wear down because the plastic they used was not the greatest. So I thought it'd be interesting to look at a very, very old kit, a kit that is 2 decades old, the Akatsuki Gundam. Welcome to the Uverculous channel. My name is Grant. Let's get right into the review. So right here we have the Gundam Akatsuki. I am wearing rubber gloves because these kits, especially chrome gold kits, are fingerprint magnets. There's even a little bit of scuffing on it, even though I only handle it with rubber gloves. The real grade recently released this year, actually, 2024, and it uses some of the Strike real grade parts. Real grades pretty much have the early ones at least, have a inner frame that is completely like just molded, and you put parts around it to make it the model kit. So, unfortunately, the plastic that they use does not hold up very well after time. This kit is pretty much just polycaps, so it can hold up pretty fine. It can get all the poses that you want. However, it is just not that posable, unfortunately. The Akatsuki was featured in Gundam Seed Destiny. This is specifically the one that was piloted on Earth by Kigali. This is not the one that Mulaflaga piloted. I believe that has the funnels on it. This one has the more strike pack with the 2 bottom big guns on it. I found this kit for $30. It released in 2004, so don't expect the most stuff from it, but all of it does use undergating or is covered up pretty well. I don't really see any big scuff marks, and honestly, the gold does look pretty good. Let's get into the articulation. Starting with the articulation, the head cannot move very well. It does a 360-degree rotation. However, with the backpack, you're lucky to maybe even get like 90 degrees fully. The arms can rotate all the way. They do go out that far, so you can get all that movement you can. The bicep cut is extremely tight for some reason. I don't know why. The elbows can only go in about that far, and it does have a ball joint. The waist is completely unhindered. The legs can move up pretty far. The hip skirts can move up, allowing some pretty decent leg movement, no back movement, and not that much side movement. So you're really getting movement out of that front hip skirt piece, the front one. The legs can move about that far, and the foot has pivots and forward and back. No toe articulation, unfortunately. Let's get into the accessories. This is everything that the Akatsuki comes with. This kit comes with no alternate hands, so we're just going to go ahead and start off with the beam rifle. The beam rifle is cast in a all gray plastic. If it will focus, there we go. As you can see, there's some nice molded in detail right there. No reflective sticker for the lens, unfortunately, but overall it is pretty decent. And unfortunately, it doesn't actually hold in the hand that well. Oh, the hand just fell all the way down. As I was saying, it doesn't actually hold on the best. It kind of just squeezes in and out. Even if I put on the back of the hand, it is that standard sandwiching of the hands. It just doesn't fit in very well. This is not thick enough to properly hold the beam rifle, so it kind of wobbles around. I don't actually display the beam rifle with it. That is the look at the beam rifle. Here's a look at both of the beam sabers. There are 2 of the singular hilt beam sabers. The gold part likes to wobble around a lot. I cannot get it on very firmly, so that's pretty unfortunate. These are pretty much to be used on those side hip skirt pieces, bringing in the Akatsuki. They just kind of peg in just like that. However, the double one has a couple of different uses. They do come with these pretty nice sword beam effect parts. You just plug it in there. There's another one on the side. However, it is compatible with the beam rifle as well for this action with having a little bit of a bayonet. We're just going to go ahead and put the other one in there. and then you put it in there. This actually does hold, except this is a little bit too thin now. So it has trouble wiggling around side to side instead of front and back. As you can see, it does wiggle around there. However, it is much more sturdy than the beam rifle, and the hand just does peg in on that standard ball joint connection. So we have the shield. The shield is extremely inaccurate. There should be black and white here. This inside the shield right here should be black, and this little star or cross should be white. Immediately extremely disappointing. However, the shield does look pretty nice. It does have a adapter right there. The adapter is honestly pretty tricky to get in the arm, but you can squeeze it in there. You just kind of have to work its way in there, and it does hold the shield pretty nicely. Oh my goodness, this thing is messing with my focusing. But yeah, it does hold pretty nicely, and you can get it kind of into that shield blocking pose. However, Kagami doesn't do that, but I'm not going to buy the other unit. So you can get in that shield blocking pose if you want to. Now we have the Oowashi unit. This one does have a lot of color correcting stickers. A lot of the wings are color correcting. I didn't really use that much because I realized how bad that light gray looked, so I just ended up using the black. The black actually looks pretty clean. I did use a light gray down there too. So this is the flight mode. It's kind of like in a plane mode. You have the guns back here, and the cockpit or the front, visor piece up there, but it's pretty easy to transform it into the backpack mode. You pretty much just flip this up, and then you rotate these cannons down just like that. Then on the Akatsuki Gundam, there is a polycap in there that this peg right there just pegs into. And we will just get it in just like that. The wings can still move up and down, and these can be brought around. However, these do like to fall off quite a bit, so just keep that in mind. They're not that bad to put back on. And they also do have some nice action where if you pull this down, it pretty much just completely extends it and also adds a nice little handle out there. That's pretty nice. That is a look at the Oowashi unit and all of the accessories for the Akatsuki Gundam. Let's get into some comparisons. Up with some comparisons. They're both on flight stands. We have the Gundam Destiny. We have Neo Roanoke's Windom, the Dom Trooper, the Dagger L. For another goldish mobile suit, we have the Live Lance Heaven from Breaker Battlelog. This one uses that gold injection molding, while this one does use the chrome gold plating. And of course, we have the Origin Gundam. For some original comparisons, we have it next to a Lego minifigure. Then we have a deluxe size Transformer. We have Prime Changer Sentinel Prime. Next to a 6-inch action figure, we have the 501st Phase 1 Clone Trooper. And then a Sharpie. And that is the high-grade Akatsuki Gundam. I honestly can't really recommend this kit. The gold is extremely cool. However, it's just not amazing. There's probably better, and especially with, I'm assuming that there will be upgrade kits for the real grade Akatsuki, that will probably end up being better. But this kit is still really cool. If you're a big fan of the chrome gold, I would definitely recommend picking up this kit. Thank you all for watching today's video, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.